Let's see what happens. Oh! Oh! Yes! What?
How many people are watching?
Dude, so many people are watching right now.
Nobody's watching.
Yes, they are, Jackson. We're live. We are live with Murrflex and Miniflex.
Are the Miniflex on YouTube?
MiHoYo just posted the version 1.1 update notice about an hour ago, and so I'm excited to share with you some of what we have to expect to come. Now, the really cool thing is that they've given us exact time, compensation. They've given us pretty good overview of exactly what to expect. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. So this is going to begin on UTC time, UTC +8 at 6 a.m., which means for my American folks, it's going to be PST is where I'm at. That's going to be 10 p.m. And then on the Eastern side, it's going to be at 1 in the morning. So be mindful of that. Figure out what your playtime is. Make sure you use all your resin up to that point. So that way, because you're probably going to end the day once this begins, and you're going to wake up the next morning, update it, and then go. You've got some steps on how to update the game, depending on what system you're using it on. We're going to get at least 300 Primo Gems at minimum. If it takes sooner, doesn't matter. If it takes longer, they're going to account for that and make sure that we're compensated for that as well. They also mentioned here that there's some inaccurate descriptions of characters and artifacts, and so compensation is going to be given out for those issues separately after they are fixed. There's been a lot of talk about whether Childe's going to be the one first or Zhongli. Most people, based on some of the leaks, have confirmed that it is Childe Tartaglia, so that is who we have as the first one here. We've got Childe and we've got Diona. This is saying that between when it's updated up until 12.1, they're going to be updated. So that kind of gives us a confirmed time frame of when to expect the next set. Then we also have the confirmed Zhongli with Xinyan, which is something that's already been kind of released, so we've got those coming through. I'm curious if both banners are going to come into play between 11.11 and 12.1 then, because that's only 3 weeks. Just under 3 weeks. New weapons though. So this is some exciting piece. We've got Memory of Dust, which is a new 5-star catalyst. It's a stone to bow. Doesn't say anything about what it is, but that's going to be part of the Epitome Invocation, but it's also going to be accompanied by Skyward Bow, or Skyward Harp, which is the bow. And Vortex Vanisher is a new 5-star polearm. The Unforged, which is a 5-star claymore. It states here that they're going to appear in a subsequent wish, which it also says that with Zhongli and Xinyan. So that actually confirms that Xinyan and Diona will be separated in that, which I believe before we were thinking Diona and Xinyan were supposed to be together. So at least that confirms it for us. We also have a new 4-star polearm, Royal Spear, and this will also be in the Star Glitter Exchange. So it looks like that might be their Star Glitter Exchange update. We have a new Archon quest, and right after the update, we're going to be able to do Chapter 1, Act 3, a new star approaches. We got new story quest. After the update, we can do this one, Mighty Cyclops, and the story quest, Historia Antiqua, will also become available, but this is going to be at a later date. So you can get some Primo Gems, weapon enhancement materials, character XP materials, and other rewards. So now we're going to have at least a little bit more stuff that we can grind, which is nice, because right now, I'm getting tired of just running my resin. Got new world quests. Looks like we got quite a few of those, actually. So that'll give us some things to do with our time. And then we've got the main event, Unreconciled Stars. Looks like there's going to be a currency that's evolved with it. So you can exchange Fading Star's Might and Fading Star's Essence in the shop. There's going to be an event shop, which I'm excited to see. But you get character ascension materials, Hero's Wit, Mystic Enhancement Ore, Talent Enhancement Materials, and Crown of Insight and other things. I don't know what Crown of Insight is, but I'm curious to know what that is. And then you've also got the confirmed Fischl for free. That's going to be amazing for free-to-play players. If you are free-to-play, you should definitely make sure you get that. They did confirm, however, the Gliding Challenge and While It's Warm event will become available at a later date. City Reputation System is being implemented after the update for AR 25 and above. You're going to have to do a quest to unlock the system, and it's divided between Mondstadt and Liu. There's been a lot of guides on this. The gist of it is that focus on one area at a time, either Mondstadt or Liu, and people were saying to split it based on which glider you want. I'm going to do Liu just because it looks different, and that was part of the original pre-registration. I think that the Mondstadt one looks pretty similar to the one we got for the pre-registration, which is why I wanted to do Liu. But if there's different rewards for it that are going to be more important than the glider, I might stick with that. So we'll see. It actually tells you have to do the Archon quest to be able to unlock that. And then they have the exploration progress system being implemented, open chest, find elemental and oculi. So we're going to have exploration progress that's updated. A lot of people have already gotten most of this completed. I haven't done the chests in all areas. That's probably the one area. And the only thing that I haven't seen in this thing is the items that they're talking about unlocking to be able to locate these things. I know a lot of people were talking about that being available. I don't know if it's just separate to this or not, but it should have been confirmed that the items were going to be unlocked so that you could use the new portal and stuff. So I'm really hoping that that is involved and they just forgot to mention it. Got the archive system coming, the character archive system. We have some new recipes, new achievements. And then this is actually the part that I was really excited about, is the settings. They've actually offered the customization of keyboard and controller. So they've confirmed that. And then new customization options for graphics. So this will help with stability, and I think it'll help a lot for people playing on mobile. So this will be really good. I'm hoping that this will help with optimization. And that was something I talked about in one of my reviews about the game to help lower that. And I'm excited that they took that feedback and offered some new options. They also fixed another piece of feedback for that, which had to do with the camera settings. So they're doing an other combat camera setting and default camera distance. And a lot of people were complaining about it being locked into a specific area, especially on mobile. I'm hoping that that's available on mobile. They also added an equipment locking function, and that'll be nice because I'm at a point where, actually I'm hoping this will be for artifacts too, because I'm at a point where I don't want to have to go through all my artifacts to figure out which ones that I can use to level up the ones I'm using. Now I think with the new banner with Childe is a character that I think would be a lot of fun to play, but compared to what Zhongli is capable of doing, and I can see that with rock being an underwhelming element in its current state, they are trying to make more unique ways of having a defensive strategy be more powerful. A claymore coming to the table that's going to increase your attack percentage by 100% when under the effects of a shield, and that would be amazing for Noelle and make her a top contender in the carry slot. And with partnered with someone like Zhongli, that could be pretty incredible, especially since the elemental resonance for that increases attack damage by 15% with 2 rock type. I'd say that we might actually be seeing the rock type coming up, and I would say that for water is very underwhelming as a resonance. I mean, it increases healing, which is cool. So I mean, if you're running with Barbara, but realistically, the more defensive scaling stats aren't as useful in this game compared to the offensive stats. And I think that that's going to stay consistent. So unless they bring up some way to do what they're doing with shields with healing, I can't see that being something brought to the table yet. But if they do create a DPS character for water and they make some way to translate or scale attack percentage based off of healing or based off of electrocharge or something that makes water a contender for damage, I'd say Zhongli is the winner in this lineup. We still need to wait to see what their confirmed stats are, how they scale, what weapons we have available to us to be able to partner them with, and depending ultimately on what you have in your inventory to slot on these characters, what other characters you've built, that's really going to be the deciding factor on which way you're going for this. So I hope that this was helpful for all of you. Please like, subscribe, comment below anything you want to share, any information you have or thoughts you want to share, and I will see you in the next one. Oh my God, bro, I need a minute. What?